We're on. We're on. Gerald, hello, my lovely. Hello.
I was just reading. Sorry.
We're on. Gerald, hello, my lovely. There's a lot of feedback coming out here.
Hello,
Sure
that's
what's
me.
Not you.
That was me. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. It's your new computer, isn't it? What are you reading right now?
I am reading Anima Mundi by Peter J. Watts, who happened to be in chat.
And obviously, it's getting you gripped because we forgot that we were live.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Good. So. And I'm reading Nigella's Christmas because you can never be too prepared, can you, for Christmas?
No, but my question is do you ever cook Christmas dishes when it's not Christmas?
Pigs in blankets occasionally.
Okay, let me ask it a different way. Does Peter ever cook Christmas dishes when it's not Christmas?
He'll do vegetables, kind of Christmas style.
Okay.
So the extra zhuzhy bits. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
But no. But there's some wonderful... And I always think that. I think it's too nice to have it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got to love Nigella, haven't you?
I actually got a recipe. I used a recipe of hers to make some teriyaki type of noodles and chicken. Ooh. So it was really good.
Did you make it yourself?
I did, yes.
And did you do it in her slightly suggestive, seductive way, where you kind of did you like do lots of this and? That I would love to see. I'd love to see. Yeah,
Nigella, don't come for us. We love you.
Love Nigella. If you're watching, Nigella, we love you. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Right, let's say hello to a few people. Peter's here first. Hello, Peter. Good evening to you. Hello, hello, hello. Light-hearted banter.
He wants light-hearted banter. Okay. We'll have to do our best.
Sandra is here. Hello, my lovely Sandra. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Donna, hello to you. Good evening. Good afternoon to you. Beth is here. Spasia Rising. Hello to you. Very operatic today with my voice. Red Wing, hello to you.
Are you going to start singing it? Red Wing!
Red Wing.
I mean, this is only my first cup of coffee, so.
Oh. Well, I've had quite a lot of coffee today, so that could explain quite a lot. So there we go. Sandra, best of Sandra, I love a video on the ghost experience with your brother. Oh, absolutely. Nice. Go and watch it if you haven't seen it yet. Hello, Maruta. Lovely to see you here. Good to see you. Lynn is here. Hello, Lynn.
Hi,
and all
Lynn.
the lovelies in chat. It's great to be back after your hip replacement, which has been excellent. I appreciate all the fantastic news. Brilliant news. Excellent. Speedy recovery.
Yes.
Beth says, I saw a ghost at Chillingham Castle, Sandra. I was so excited. I chased her down the hall. She promptly disappeared. I think I scared her.
I could see that now. Running down, running down a castle.
Come back with a camera. Come back.
Oh, that makes me ridiculously happy. Love it.
Hello, Kathy. Evening all to everyone. Absolutely. Hello. Lovely people. Lovely people. Simon's here. Hello, Simon. I hope you're doing really, really well. Yeah, glad to hear that, Lynn, says Beth. Yoo-hoo. Everyone's saying hello, hello, hello. Jackie's Crystal Moon is here. Hello, Jackie. Saying a quick hello out to drop the kids to
class. I want to know what class the kids are taking.
I want to know too. Is it a cookery class?
Well, that would be very perfect, and it would be perfect because Nigella is probably cooking for them. That would be awesome. By the way, Rick, may I ask you a question?
Of course you can. That's what we're here to do tonight.
How many cookbooks is too many cookbooks to have in a house?
How many cookbooks is too many cookbooks?
Yes.
20?
Ooh, I'm over that limit. Okay.
How many? And I was going to, actually, I'm going to say, have you got more tarot decks than cookbooks?
I do. I do.
Okay.
So, and I had this interesting idea is maybe what I will do is once a month I will cook a dish from a cookbook. Not like Julie and Julia, where I'm going to cook through, mastering the art of French cooking. But so.
I love it. Well, perhaps you could start that part of your channel. You could have tarot and cookery.
Tarot, cookery, gardening, arts, crafts, or I could just call it Tarot Stash and it just be all of me.
All of this gorgeous.
All of me.
How would you get a tarot deck to pick a recipe? Now, there's a thought.
Ooh, okay, stay tuned, people. We will figure this out.
Work into that one. Let's say hello to Lorraine while we're thinking. Hello, Lorraine. Good evening to you.
Lorraine.
Anyone else? Making the funny noise. Chat. Fruitcake. Best gone fruitcake all year long. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
The world is quite divided about fruitcake, isn't it? Do you like fruitcake, Gerald?
I do like fruitcake. My aunt used to make a really good fruitcake where she would actually soak the fruit in rum for like 3-4 months.
Wow.
It was really good. I mean, and I'm just reminding people, don't make me get my tiny hands out. Please like and subscribe.
I don't know where they are. I've got my special Gerald shelf up here. Gerald. I've got a Gerald shelf for fans and tiny hands.
So there you go. Ooh. Ring the bell.
Ding, ding, ding. Maruta says stuffing turkey and glazed carrots are good anytime. Do you know what? You're right. Stuffing, particularly stuffing. Do you have bread sauce?
No. What is bread sauce?
Bread sauce. Let me consult Nigella, shall I?
Yes. Is it gravy?
No, it's not. It's like it's made of bread, kind of stale bread, and you break it up into breadcrumbs. And you fry it with onion and then put lots of milk into it. And you have things like cloves in it as well. Ooh. And it's I absolutely love it. I like packet version of it. I would happily just eat that for Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, bread sauce. Remind me next time I'll send you a packet.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I have 2 tarot decks to send you. One you've forgotten. So I'm glad about that.
I have. I only knew of one.
It'll be even more of a surprise. I love turkey and stuffing too. I do. We have the box stuffings and they were on sale. And sometimes you just want something quick. And I don't know, stuffing. Nothing's better than homemade stuffing, but nothing is more convenient than stuffing from a box. And I'm not talking about stuffing a box, Richie.
No. I thought that was a tongue twister you're going to come out with. There's nothing more pleasant than stuffing a pheasant or something like that.
No.
I'm not doing the other one because that will just go wrong and I'll get taken off YouTube. Donna does like turkey stuffing. Peter says hello. Hi, Peter. Eating Crunchmaster crackers out of a bag and you're actually talking food. Yeah, there you go.
Thanks, Peter. Good idea.
Beth's back to the ghost. It's definitely haunted. My 4 kids all ended up in one bed after just 2 nights. Wherever that was. I've missed where it was. So there we go.
Wow.
And Donna says, hello, Donna. It's evening for me. I live in Europe now. Whereabouts? Let me know.
Yes.
Let me know. Plucky Heroine is here. Hello. Good afternoon from California.
He keeps coming back. That's so nice.
So lovely. I don't know if this first time visiting, but welcome if it is.
Plucky, Plucky. This is Richie. Everybody make sure that you like and subscribe.
Yes. And this, of course, is the other way around. Gerald.
I'm Tarot Stash, the annoying one.
And sometimes together we are Long Stash, as we were on Monday.
And that was an amazing show.
That was really good reading, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was terribly linking, connected. That's the word I want.
Yes, we were all of the readers. Yeah. It was okay. okay. You're trying to get through the chat, and I'm like,
that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, this is what we're here for. Beth saying grandma's fruitcake from Beatrice, Nebraska. There you go. That's what we're talking here. Everyone loves talking about food. Jackie says they are going to Red Cross training. Oh, Red Cross training.
Kids.
Fabulous. How brilliant.
Does that mean the kids can save me or help me if they so desire, if I get hurt?
Hopefully.
That's nice. God.
That's nice.
What the hell is Jackie like trying to be doing good parenting or something? So strange.
Well, I think it's really good to go to those things. I lapsed my first aid years ago. And so I wouldn't feel confident. Things have all changed since then at having a go. So I should go back and relearn it, shouldn't I? That's yeah. And Peter's going with the woodchuck conundrum. Peter, can I just remind you, it's Friday evening and I've done a full week at work. Please don't get me to say things like that because it will go wrong. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchucker could chuck wood? I'm not doing the pheasant one though.
No, I don't know the pheasant.
Hello everyone. Here's Orshi lurking as per usually lately, but it's lovely to have you here.
Yes.
Lovely to have you. And Donna says, husband and I are way over the cookbook limit then.
I like a good cookbook. I like the pictures, but I do like the idea of cutting myself a break and just picking one, a recipe out of a book and cooking with it. And then I'm going to be that person who I'm going to write on the inside cover what, the last time I used the book, because I don't do it anymore, but I used to when I got a recipe or when I looked up a word in a dictionary, I actually wrote down the date that I looked it up.
Oh, overachiever.
Well, either that or overconfident.
People may use that hashtag. I personally wouldn't. But I think
do you mean this one?
That's the one.
Okay.
Are your cookbooks really kind of covered in flour and grubby bits to show that they've been truly loved and used?
Some of them are actually, yes. And I am that guy who, when you go to the bookstore, the used bookstore, I'm buying the family cookbooks, the church cookbooks, where they put them together. Love that.
Love it. Love it. Cookbooks, I would also say more than 20. Seems like you'll never get to all of that. There you go. And a lot of love for Orshi here. Loved your Lost Hollow flip through video, Orshi.
Very nice.
And Donna says, I saw mustaches at the craft store and thought of you.
Thank you, Donna.
I do that. I see mustaches and think of you now.
There are other things that are worse, I'm sure. Vanessa made it.
Vanessa, hi, you made it. It's good to see you here. And Lorraine says, oh yeah, got to soak the fruitcake in alcohol for months before tucking. And then you have to feed it, don't you? You prick holes in it and pour it once you've cooked it. You do that bit?
Well, if you want it to be marinated appropriately, yes. Sometimes pricking does help.
You had me at cloves. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Go look up bread sauce, everyone, if you've never had it before. Do recommend it. And I'm good with the stovetop. There you go. So Beth says, I made homemade stuffing once. It actually wasn't as good as Pepperidge Farms. But it's kind of what you get used to, isn't it? Sometimes. I mean, my mum always used to make stuffing out of a packet, and I kind of get that nice. But I do appreciate a good homemade stuffing.
Yeah, I think I made Bon Appetit's best dressing a couple of years ago. And it was a cornbread type of stuffing. My mother's stuffing, bless her, was too wet for me. I like it. So. But
now, can I ask? Did she used to stuff the poultry with it, or did she cook it separately?
She did both because she was feeding so many. She actually made a big tin, a big thing of stuffing.
Yeah.
So
that's the way I prefer it, actually, in a big pack.
Yeah.
All to myself.
Now I want.
Donna is in the Netherlands. Hello. Just across the sea from us. And Beth says, why didn't I think of your fabulous name? I love it. There you go. And Plucky Heroine says, I found Gerald on a morning coffee chat, and I found you, Richie, on Gerald's show the other day. Subscribe to both of us. Thank you very much.
Yay.
I don't know if finding Gerald, Jeffrey, not Jeffrey. You found Jeffrey. Finding Gerald on a morning coffee chat. I like that. You just turned up for morning coffee. I like that.
There you go. Cheers. That was Sonia Rain Lee, I think, probably. So that was a fun show too.
Vanessa says, I love cookbooks. I read them like novels.
I actually have a bread baking cookbook. It's called Bread Alone, and it is so well written. I read the entire book, and probably 25 years ago, I was making bread with it. It was just such an exciting book. So Bread Alone, hashtag
Bread Alone.
Responsibly. Know your limit.
Know your limits. Know your crusts.
Oh wow! Make sure you're aware of your crumb.
Hello, everyone's saying hello. And Viviani is here. Hello, my lovely.
Viviani.
Lovely to see you here. Or she says, I know it's not a cookbook, but the tarot and tequila book is intriguing.
Yes, someone got Jeffrey and I a tarot and tequila book. So,
do you drink tequila?
I drink, yes.
Mm.
I don't mind tequila, especially if I like a good top shelf.
Mm. See, I don't do tequila anymore. I did it when I was at university. I had a very bad experience on it, so I can't go back to that.
That's me with champagne.
Oh, champagne, I can't drink.
Champagne.
Champagne. Beth's asking, did anyone else take out a bank loan and order the Bohemian Gothic? No, I didn't.
I did not.
Go on.
We were just talking about this, Richie. It's like, it's just like going, wow, okay. Next.
I'm just catching up with anyone. If I've missed anyone, I do apologize. Maruta, the thing I don't like in stuffing is water chestnuts. Why? I asked, would they go into stuffing? I don't know. I never had water chestnuts in mine, so
probably because it was around during the time we were celebrating.
Ah, yes. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
So.
And Beth just saying, according to the NYT, stuffing goes in the bird, dressing is in a separate casserole.
And that's the New York Times. Yes, you are correct.
There you go. Yeah. I like my tequila margaritas. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, just as I was about to turn off, look who's here. Work lurker, face hugger, eye of Horus, and figuring out some moustache themed designs today, work lurker. Ooh. Hello, Regina, my lovely.
Mustache themes are big,
Vanessa says, here in America, there's a shop called Five and Below. I saw a tarot cookbook based on the major arcanas.
Ooh, I don't think I've seen that one. That's interesting.
Ooh, lovely, 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 lovely. And Regina says, I wonder what have inspired the moustache-themed wirecrafts. Everyone's saying hello, hello, hello.
Just flat out good taste, Regina. A little bit of, maybe it's your coping mechanism.
Yes.
And I had, and Science is Real, and I had a mustache before Jonathan did from Queer Eye. I had a handlebar mustache before Jonathan did.
I thought you meant Jonathan Daly. I think if Jonathan hasn't got a mustache.
I'm flipping around, man. This is my first
call. Oh, you're keeping me on my toes today. Right. We are here to just have chats and have laughs, but we are going to, if anyone would like, do a reading for people, aren't we?
Yes.
We have agreed to this, and I put it in the blurb, so we kind of have to do it. Let's do the blurb.
Are for entertainment purposes only.
We're not reading for health, financial, or legal matters.
Oh, look. He is so prepared.
Love it. Oh. So it's all there. If you have a question or just like a general read, pop it into the capitals. Pop it in capitals, and we'll just do a general read, whatever you like. We've got some cards in front of us, and we just thought if no one wants to have a reading off us, that's fine. We'll just have a chat. If anyone wants to get us to pull some cards, absolutely happy to do so. We're just free and easy today, aren't we, Gerald?
I am easy. I am free, but I am not cheap.
No.
No.
No. Not in that shirt. A gorgeous green shirt. Brings out your eyes. We're just going to give people time to put a few things into chat. Beth, I've got your 1 star already, so we just wait for people to catch up. What decks have you got ready, just in case?
I have the Morgan Greer.
Oh, why you pulled the Morgan Greer out?
Because I wanted something classic, and then I also have the Aquarian Tarot in a tin.
How old is the Aquarian Tarot?
1970 is when it originally came out by US Games.
Is it really that? Because it has got that. That's both your decks have got that huge 70 vibes going on with big moustaches, haven't they? And
yes,
voluptuous gorgeousness.
And I think we need to embrace the voluptuousness and the gorgeousness because, damn it, real people look like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there, I said it.
Yes, absolutely. Do you know what? I absolutely love the Morgan Greer. I have. That might be the one deck if I had to grab a deck to leave the house with. That would be the one.
Really? Okay.
I think so. I just love it. It just reminds me of a child of the 70s. Look at that back. Who couldn't love that one?
Well, and I did a deck casual with Ben and Mark Astro Tarot about
such
year. And
it's got the best lovers card as well, I think, of a tarot deck.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, here, wait a minute.
Yeah. I really like it. I love the big lilies all the way around.
It's so wonderful. Yeah. And I was very fortunate. Someone was aware that I was interested in a copy of this, and they had an original copy, and they made it. They allowed me to purchase it.
Yeah,
classic. Also very cool. Yes, Richie. Yeah. Very 70s.
Yeah. Rent had to run off. Love the Morgan Greer. I won't meet with it anymore. And that was a very good use of the tiny hands. Okay, let me tell you who we've got started to do readings for while we just have a look. So if I've missed anyone off, please put it back into chat and we'll catch you again. Beth, Lorraine Morris, Maruta, Donna, Linda, Lynn, and Orshi have all asked for readings. So if I've missed anyone off, I do apologize. Let me know and I will pop that in. And look who's here.
Talk of Ben. Yeah.
And here he is. Hello, my lovely. Good to see you. I hope you're all okay.
Yeah. Hi, Ben.
Ben.
And Maruta's right. Maruta said, I don't know if the tiny hand made it better or worse.
Well, it's funny you got those cards out because I've gone for some of my really old decks that I haven't picked up for years, but I know are brilliant. So I've gone for, this is my university deck, the Mythic Tarot.
Ah, okay.
And I love this deck because it just reminds me of being 18, sitting on the floor, chain smoking and drinking far too much alcohol, giving readings to people. And it just reminds me of that. Halcyon days of youth.
Yes. Oh, I love that word. Halcyon. Beautiful. Well, okay. So here's a question for you is I actually sometime I'd like to have you on, and because Jane the Seeker and I've done this on Tuesdays with Tarot Stash, we will read either with the same deck or by decks by the same creator. Ooh. So that's a very interesting experience. I just love that.
I like that.
So,
well, we were talking earlier, perhaps having a bit of a Marchetti session, weren't we?
yes. So basically, I think that means everybody should like and subscribe so that they know when that happens. Now, I have a snarky thing. I do have some tarot decks that I have not decided to get rid of them and shut me up, but your Bohemian passed.
I do have is it Bohemian or just student accommodation? I don't know.
Bohemian sounds better.
It does, doesn't it? It makes me sound artistic and kind of, out there. I don't think I was ever that, to be honest with you, but.
Well, okay, but you may not think, but the rest of us did.
But now I am embracing it.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is.
Hello, Kristen. Good to see you there. How are you? You had a good conference. Last week she was on the conference, wasn't she?
Yes.
And
Maruta loves the Marchetti decks.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing that in a couple of weeks, whenever it is. So hello to anyone. Yes, that's the name of the cookbook. Here we go. Divine Your Dinner, and it's only $5.
Wow.
We need that.
Wow.
We need that. There you go.
Oh, Trisha.
Hello, Trisha. Welcome to you. Lovely to see you here. And Kristen says it was great. It was a pretty good conference, but tiring. Yeah.
I do have to say, Richie, thank you very much for allowing me to pop on last week. That was very fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. And what's a horrible thing now, because I'm actually using a computer, I can see the chat when I'm a guest.
You mean you never could do that before? Oh, you was on your phone, weren't you?
I was on my iPad.
You were always staring down. I'm assuming you were looking at your phone.
Yes. I was actually looking into the deep depths of your soul, which, Oh, and Regina said it was a blast last week.
It was. Oh, my sorry. That was just laughing there. Yeah, and Ren said that was so much fun to watch. Thank you. Just checking if I've missed anyone. Hello, Hershey. Good to see you here. Anyone else for a reading? I hope I haven't missed anyone. Let me know if I have. We'll make a start in a minute. Okay. Limbering up. I've actually started burning some incense today.
You are or you aren't?
I am. It's spring, really, isn't it?
Yes.
And I don't normally burn incense in the house when all the windows are closed because of the cats.
Yes.
But I think it's time to start getting the incense out.
I love it.
Because the clock's changed. So anyone in the UK this weekend, don't forget, hour change. And we're back in line then, the 5 hours with Eastern.
Yep.
Standard.
5 hours and 6 hours with Orshi. And I know from what Jonathan Daly says, he lives in paradise, so they don't have to change their clocks ever. So you'll get lost in Richie's soul if you look too deeply, Gerald. Oh,
love you, Ben.
Kathy,
no, I didn't. I will star you. Thank you for reminding me. I'll pop that in there. So I caught you there. Hello, Calla Lizzie. Good to see you.
Hi, Calla Lizzie. So what are we doing? A spread or how?
No, I think just general couple of cards. I'm going to pull 2 cards or perhaps 3.
Okay.
If you've got your what's it called, spread thing, haven't you?
I have the spread machine.
Machine. That's it. Not a bread machine that we were talking about earlier.
Is this the spread machine that we were talking about earlier? Yes.
Yeah.
But it's not the deck of 1,001 spreads that you want. That is out of print.
Yeah.
That currently lives in my Last Supper lunchbox.
Oh, is that what you keep in there?
I do. I keep it in there.
Yeah, I don't ever like to tell people what I keep in my Last Supper lunchbox.
Okay, you heard it here first. He's not going to tell you. Hello.
Hello. I could take a journey and read about my life right now. Of course, we'll do that one for you. I'll make sure that one's starred. So,
so if we're just going to do general, I won't pull with this.
It's up to you. If you'd like to pull one, we've got people that would like readings for specific things. It's entirely up to you. I'm happy to do it without, but whatever you feel comfortable with.
Well, you know, since I'm an overcomplicator.
No one's ever said that about you. Surely not.
Never. Not behind my back. They've always said it to my face, which I'm grateful for, you know.
So I'm going to try and do this in order to those that I got them, but if it doesn't quite work out, let me know. This is when I have to have about 3 or 4 pairs of hands here from shuffling cards, operating chat, pulling up banners, doing this. But we'll do it fine. It's fine. It's fine. So this is for Beth, a general one for April.
I'm overcomplicating it, so.
If you want to go whenever, you don't have to do it in a particular order.
I have to. All right, so I have Beth, because I am overcomplicating. I actually have randomly pulled 2 cards out of the spread machine, and the first one is Love. And this is the card to show tenderness and devotion, to care, to connect, to take something as part of yourself, to be one with all. And it's an expansion card. And for that one, Beth, I got the 2 of Cups. Ooh, that's like...
Ooh, that's double love, isn't it?
Yes. And so, in particular, when I see this, what I appreciate about this is this is the reminder that you make eye contact with people.
Like that.
Actually, make eye contact. And the other card that I have for you is Prayer.
Nice.
Which is, what do you need to communicate to the universe? And it's a Lightworker card. And for that one, have the Ace of Swords. And I think for me, this says very much that actions speak louder than words. So as you're offering prayers or you're doing things, don't just say them, but in fact, put them into actions.
I like that, because I'm going to hang on to that one. Actions speak louder for words. Because I've pulled you the 3 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords from the Mythic Tarot here. Oh. And I'm getting a little sense here that perhaps people are asking you to do a lot of stuff, whether that's at work or perhaps around you. And it is okay to say no. And it is also okay to walk away from situations that aren't benefiting you on the workplace.
Exactly.
So when you said actions speak louder than words, I'm thinking here, I can see that card of this. Get it to focus if I can. Quite glossy, the cardstock there. You know, our character here, can't work out who he is. He's collected the exit. Yeah, there isn't any. It's under the shadow of darkness there, and the 2 cards together just speak of perhaps too much pressure going on, whether that's on the workplace or with people around you. The idea that you should be doing teamwork, and made to feel bad if perhaps that's not what you want to do. If you do want to go out on a limb, that's absolutely fine to do that one. So there you go, Beth. I've got that one for you.
Thanks, Beth.
Thank you, Beth. Sip, sip, Gerald. We've got to do the water. Don't forget.
Yes.
I've got into a bottle, this water bottle. Now, this is because every time I do a live, Basil the cat tries to drink out my glass of water.
Oh.
And invariably knocks cards over and microphones. So it's a Basil non-friendly bottle. That's what it is.
That's good. That's spot on, Gerald. I've been thinking a lot about ways I can show my grown children more love. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Interesting.
nice.
Yeah, interesting, Richie. Working together or with others, but establishing boundaries.
Yeah.
And I have to say that idea, boundaries are a beautiful thing because that's what people need to thrive, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I would say your students, Richie, am I allowed to say students?
Yes, of course you can.
They need to know what behavior is acceptable and what happens if they don't do their homework.
Yeah. It's also in this day and age, and that's the sense I was getting from those cards, is that it's almost frowned upon when people go, "Oh, could you do this for me?" And people go, "Yes, of course," even though they're under immense amount of pressure and work, and just those extra things that get put on. And we do it because we don't want to be looked at as not a team player, or we do it because we're worried that it might speak if we're going to, go for an interview to go move up the progressive or something like that. And that is what makes working at work, that work environment can get really quite stressful and toxic because you're asked to do more and more and more, and no one ever takes stuff away from you. Then no one ever goes, "Couldn't you do this? But by the way, don't bother doing that." Yeah. They just put more and more and more and more on you. So that was a sense I was getting with those cards. But you're absolutely right. Those boundaries there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Julia M. Bada said, "I'm tempted to make my own Major Arcana cookbook."
Oh, wow!
And I love that because you could get your children involved with it.
Yeah. You could almost have here we go, like recipe cards on the actual cards themselves.
Nice.
Love it reminds me, is it the Housewives Tarot that comes in like a
recipe book?
Recipe book. Yeah.
That's one that Ben is releasing into the wild.
Yeah. Kristen says, so I'm just going through everyone's chat. I'm just trying to get, I like the reading of Seven of Swords, excessive pressure. Yeah, and interesting, working together or with others and establishing boundaries. Thank you, everyone. Hello, everybody that's joined us. I'm really sorry. We've got loads of people in chat. It's great.
Amazing.
I'm really doing my best to skim through it. Yeah.
You're doing great.
Just knocked an entire glass of water into the lap. Dear.
No.
Yeah. Oh. Hi, Esther. Good to see you here.
Hi, Esther.
You could even choose cooking methods. There you go.
Fire, water.
Love
it. I don't know about her.
My cooking is pretty much the same.
Oh, so it's like fondue. You have to step it. Okay, Lorraine.
Next one's for Lorraine. A general reading, please, for us. Okay, let's do that one then. It's nice picking up cards that you haven't picked up for a long time.
It is. This is so much fun.
Do this more often. I haven't used it for over a year night and just.
Yes. And I know Regina Tarot and Wirecraft has done readings with all of the decks. She will do readings, and once she does it, she moves it on. So,
well, I'm just going to go through who we've got for readings: Maruta, Donna, Linda, Lynn, Orshi, Kathy, Nancy, and Kristen. So I think that's everybody I've managed to catch there. We should be able to squeeze all those people in, shouldn't we?
Yes, especially if I don't talk so much.
Well, otherwise it'd just be silence. People would just be getting their cookery books out and reading them.
Yes, but there's going to be, I don't know how many people are watching, maybe about 25 or so.
Yeah.
25 people are going to be looking at their cookbooks and going, I wonder what card that would be. All right, Lorraine. There we go.
I'm going to go first, if that's okay.
Sure.
I've got you two major arcanas, Lorraine. I've got your Temperance and I've got the Wheel of Fortune. Nice. I'm liking this. I'm getting a good vibe off this one. Temperance card. You can't go wrong with the Temperance card, really, can you? I really don't think there.
So.
I like the fact that I don't know if you can see in this card, and the camera's a bit rubbish, but both have got like a circular motion. We've got the wheel there, but also there's a rainbow reflecting in there. So let's think wheels, let's think cycles. You know, Wheel of Fortune, we've just gone through one of the spokes of the Sabbats. We've just done Ostara. Okay, so perhaps it's now time. And I'm not going to go just for balance on this one with Temperance. It's easy to go. Temperance is about balance and taking everything into moderation here. I think it goes a little bit further. There's countryside there. There's rainbows. We have the goddess Isis. I think Isis was the one that to do. I might be wrong on that one there, to do with the rainbow there. So I think it's about going out and enjoying this new season that is coming. And I'm not sure which part of the hemisphere you're in, Lorraine, but wherever it is, it's time for a change. Either we're going into the autumn or we're going into the spring in the northern hemisphere. So I think just get outside, because that is where you will find grounding. That is where you will find balance. And I think you'll find the answers that you're looking for there as well. The wheel here, we've got the three, the goddesses that would cut the length of a person's life and measure it that way. It's quite a dark card here, but you're balancing it up with the Temperance. So we've got night and darkness going on with these cards as well. And to get that balance across, because it is Ostara, it is a time for balance itself. Go and ground yourself and perhaps find some water, perhaps go for some nice, lovely walks. Put your feet in the water like the Temperance card does, and just absorb that wonderful energy of rainbows and blue skies.
So you have a rainbow, is that correct?
Yeah.
I have the 10 of Cups. And so for me, this actually says appreciate the hard work that it has taken for you to have the emotional foundation of your world. This has been hard work. It's oftentimes, I think it is, it's not just one other person, it's lots of other people. And it's because I've asked for help, and I've accepted that help. And so I think this is one of those things that is very important. Appreciate the help that has been offered to you and that you have accepted, because I also have the moon, because we're moving into a phase where there is more light. This suggests perhaps making sure you get good sleep, that you allow your intuition to kick in and to trust it. And also, it's okay to be a little wild. I mean, the weather is changing, and we've all been holed up. Get outside and go wild. Howl at the moon.
It's got another lovely circle on it, that moon card.
Does.
Well, there's a lot of circles going on, and have a lovely connection there.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes, the wheel. That's great. Well played.
Thank you. Well done, Lorraine. I hope that helps there. Let us know. See what you got. Any comments? We'd love to know there. So great. Callum's talking about Uranus or an air thing the microwaves go through. Oh, I think they're talking about methods of cooking. That's what it is.
Yes, they're riffing off the,
the cookbooks of different energies and elements. How lovely.
We have creative people.
You're very welcome, Lorraine. Very welcome there. Yeah, definitely. I'm in the UK. There you go. So yeah, great. Right. Spring fever. There is a real sense of spring fever in that one there.
There is. I was hoping to get outside this weekend, but we're expecting rain. There's a 70 to 80% chance of rain all weekend.
Oh, well, do you know what? It's done nothing in the UK. Every time I set foot out, we've had real April showers weather. Last night it chucked it down. And then every time I went out, it was sunny, and then it started raining. So I'm hoping this weekend I can go for a really nice long walk, because I haven't been out in the country for a long time. So, so there we go.
That's good.
Calla, there's no need to apologize. I'm loving the fact that you're talking all the
time. Richie, you were part of the live on my channel where I did the silly casual with you and Deb and Jamie. you want to see what I bought to help me?
Yeah.
I have blank cards that I'm going to write all of those things on for the additional tarot cards. So stay tuned. There will be a reunion of this, and I'll be doing with it.
It is in process then.
It is. It is. I get distracted by things like tarot decks, post-it note or sticky notes, cookbooks, my friends. Ruda.
It says outlook on my new relation. I need to change the deck up for this one.
I'm not going to. I'm just going to make it. I'm going to make it work.
I like that about you. You just go with it.
Doing it, gonna charge through and not pay any attention.
I know what about I've got new stuff to put in my beard. Does it look all right? Yeah, it looks all right.
Okay. Is this like is this new stuff like a lotion or an oil or a beard oil?
The thing in the tin, you know what I mean?
It's like, what are you going to start putting in your beard? Like dangles? You're going to get a face hugger or, you know?
Oh yeah, face hugger. If only I knew someone that made them.
I don't know.
But I've got this funny bit that's kind of growing like that. Because believe it or not, Gerald, when I had hair, and I did have hair, it was really wavy. I looked a bit like Tintin with it. You know, kind of went like that up at the front.
Wow.
Which is always really annoying because whatever hairstyle I wanted, it didn't do it.
Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Because I have, you know, very thin curly hair. Back in the 80s, there was the spiked hair. Couldn't do it.
Well, I could, but it kind of flopped over a little bit. I just have a Mohican.
Oh, a mohawk. Yes.
Mohawk, yeah. But a big one. I mean, serious. It was like, you know.
That's nice. Wow.
That's when I was in my Gothic days. Used to hang around dark pubs listening to the Dead Kennedys and things like that.
Like you do.
Like you do when you're bohemian.
Yeah, when you're bohemian. All right, Maruda, outlook for your relationship. My question is did you happen to meet each other in a time of crisis? Because I have the 5 of Pentacles. What is an important thing to remember with this is so long as the help is mutual and it's actually, you know, both of you are helping each other and you're not, and it's helping with the growth instead of, she said we certainly did. Be careful to move through and allow the relationship to grow from that struggle, because we also have the Magician, and the Magician is the card of I am all that. I have all of the tools that I need. And here's the thing with the relationship, it's learning how to use the tools within that relationship.
Yeah.
However, I did end with the Page of Cups. So I would say enjoy it. Enjoy the moment by moment, because it's a new way of feeling of things. And I think that's really a good thing. This is a nice little spread.
And I'm again going to hang off just what you just said about enjoying it, because I've pulled 2 lovely cards from the Tarot of Oneness. I've got the 4 of Wands. Look how colourful these are. So 4 of Wands, which is fantastic. And I've also got, and they call in this card Perspective, but it's actually the Hanged Man. But look at this. We've got hot air balloons going across there. There's a real sense of fun going on here, Maruta, and it is actually go out and enjoy it. And like Gerald's just said, you know, that's the festival of, you know, people chucking around the paint, or whether it's chucking tomatoes. It's that carelessness, that silliness. Just go out and enjoy it. And the Perspective, just think about, don't get into your headspace too much about things. Just enjoy it for what it is. I've also pulled you an oracle card because I felt the need to.
Ooh.
And I've got you sacredness, spiritual insight.
Ooh.
So if you need insight or an outlook into it, I think you literally hold all the cards to be able to do that for yourself. I don't mean no pun intended there, but yeah, your outlook, go and use your cards, go and, whatever it is, what divinatory or meditation things that you use, that is going to be a really good way of sensing, how this relationship develops, how it goes, and, listen to your intuition on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maruta.
Thank you, Maruta. Awesome, Gerald. I love that you're making it real. The deck. There you go. And Carla says in California, there's been a drought for 6 years now. It won't stop raining. We're having flooding and all that. One extreme or the other, isn't it?
Yep.
A beard tarot channel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know somebody who made a wire beard who could join that. Hmm. Johnny Depp beads.
Lovely. Do you know what? I was intended to, and then I just thought I'm pretty what's the word when I toss and turn a lot in myself. I'd end up kind of hitting myself in the teeth with it. You know what I mean? And like lose a tooth or swallow it or something like that. So yeah, I just thought I love the idea of it, but I just think it's a bit impractical. I'd get it caught in the photocopier at work and things like that. Yeah. It would just be absolutely. But I would love to. I'd love to. A room beard, yes. I had Christmas bauble beard, didn't I? This Christmas.
I remember that. Yes.
Yeah.
Beards and mustache.
Great hair cartomancy. It's all over this one. Look. You could braid parts of your beard and put it in beads. A nod to the old bohemian.
There you go.
Oh, and look, Richie Sparrow, Captain Richard.
There you go.
There you go.
Is that from a movie?
I don't know. Have you heard of it? Pirates of the Caribbean?
I did see the first Pirates of the Caribbean, yes.
Yeah.
Ben.
Would you say Caribbean or Caribbean?
Well, do you want me to say Caribbean or Caribbean?
How would you say it?
Pirates of the Caribbean.
You would say Caribbean.
Yes.
Because I know a lot of people would call it Caribbean.
I mean, so long as, they're getting their, their
pirates.
they're pirates and stuff. I don't know. Ooh.
All right. Marita, he cried on my shoulder just like that when we first met years ago.
Okay.
Oh, that is lovely. Lovely. Yeah, I love Holly. There you go. It's absolutely
that's what it's called. Thank you.
Chucking tomatoes. Wow. Yeah, is it Spain or Italy? I can't remember where they just get all the tomatoes at the end of the season and just throw them at one another. It's fantastic. Well, look who's here. Hello, guys, and help. Do you ever find yourself in a moody mood where none of your decks and your entire collection spark any joy? It's happening to me, and what can I do? Can't find any new I want either. Oh, Robin.
Do you know what I would do? Are you asking for advice, Robin?
Yeah, you're asking for advice, Robin. It's all in capitals there, so that's shouty.
So basically, hi, guys!
If you want advice, we can put advice into the chat for you if you like, Robin. If you don't, then it's entirely up to you. So there we go. Arlene is here. Hello, Arlene. Hello to anyone else that's come in during the chat. Sorry, we've been super busy reading lots of chat.
And Robin did say that that's his question.
Okay.
So if you can star him.
Can I ask a question? What do you see with Arlene's comment? Can I just ask this? Because I think I'm having a technical problem with the computer.
You're not. There's new emoticons.
Yeah.
and they don't show up in some things.
Yeah, as
And
words, as the words of it. This
yeah,
happened last week in chat, and I can't remember. Someone was like, crystal ball clapping hands. And I'm like,
so this is what is
yeah,
actually there.
that's okay. I didn't know if it's just my computer was doing that. But anyway, thank you for those. I like that.
You're welcome. And 29 people are watching. So how many people have pressed the like?
Absolutely. And Beth goes, I say Caribbean.
Ah.
Yeah,
Caribbean,
okay.
okay.
Italy, the tomato.
And Maruda says Italy instead of Caribbean.
Instead of Caribbean, it's Italy.
Oh.
Maria says, I'm sorry to hear that tarot fatigue sucks. Yeah, please. Right, so Robin would like some advice. If you can pop that into chat. Robin needs some advice about his moodiness at the moment with his deck. So let's have a see if we can help Robin.
I mean, I can give you a bit of advice initially, Robin. It's like, stop looking at tarot decks. Go outside, go hug some trees. And when I get that way, I actually I will sometimes rearrange stuff, but with the clear, okay, I'm not doing anything, I'm just cleaning. General for the next 3 months.
I'm going to do 3 cards then, 1 for each month.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm going to do 3 cards because Richie's doing 3 cards. All the cool kids are doing 3 cards.
Well, I tell you what, why don't we do one, Paul, get our 3 cards ready and we do first month together, second month together. Should we do that?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Oh, we have a jumper.
Jumper.
Don't forget your jumpers this season. It can still be cold in the evenings. Okay, let's go. First month, I've got 8 of Wands.
I got 5 of Swords.
Oh, okay. Look at this card. What do we think? Let's read them together, shall we, Gerald, on this one?
Okay, so 8 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. There's a lot of stuff coming at you quickly in April. I would pay very close attention to make sure that you're not missing any of the details.
I don't think it's necessarily aggressive. I know your card there's in quite a lot of shadow when you've got a sun, whether it's rising or setting there. But there's a sense of, energy. Things are coming towards you at a fair lick. Be prepared for it, I would say, in the next.
That's even better. Yes.
Yeah. Be prepared for it. This ship is going at full tilt. They're catching up with the dolphins. And this person's almost like waiting, looking at it to come. Let's do the next month, shall we, for Donna?
Okay.
I've got Justice.
I have the 8 of Swords.
We've got a lot of swords going on here and a lot of balance. And actually, this could actually be the same person. It's almost like the opposite version of it. Justice holding the sword up there, balancing, looking at things, making a just decision here. Or you've got the opposite. Those swords are turned down and they become a prison. They become an entrapment. So what would you like to say about that?
I think to add to that is sometimes justice misses its whole point and it can get caught up in the details instead of is what's the problem we're trying to solve. So I would say keep in mind the big picture of what's going on. And in fact, in some decks, justice is 8.
Yes.
So like you had mentioned, so I would say it's one of those things that keep perspective of what's going on.
Yeah.
Don't get.
You've got Athena, the goddess Athena here as well, who's one of her attributes is wisdom. So keep it. Actually, what's interesting is normally Justice has blindfolds on, and yours got a blindfold on. Mine hasn't, but normally Justice would have a blindfold on, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Cards.
Yeah.
What have you got for the 3rd month? I have 6 of Wands.
I have the Ace of Pentacles. It's
This is nice after what we just talked about. This
Yes.
energy that's coming towards Donna. Be prepared for it. Somehow we're balancing up. Somehow there's justice, decisions to be made. When it feels like, therefore, it's going to be a successful outcome for whatever this is, you're going to get over it and be able to, for me, I think, start to grow. You know, you'll revel in your success and learn from it, and
I would say even be transported into that next opportunity. This could, you know, literally be a portal. You have the Six of Wands, the victory, and then you're actually going through this onto that next great thing.
Nice.
So, and Ren said, Ren said something about Minerva.
Minerva, yeah.
Okay.
So Minerva was the Roman equivalent of Athena.
Yes.
Yes. There we go. So yeah, justice and hope both blind. Absolutely. Sometimes you just so answering to Robin here. Sometimes you're just not in the mood for pulling any cards. It's good to take a break. That happened to me for a few weeks. I haven't picked up. I've been too busy talking about them, reading about them to actually pull any cards. So again, this is why I'm doing tonight, because it's nice to get back into it.
Well, and I also think that it's also very nice when you realize that that's what's going on and you honor it. You don't try to force it.
Yeah. Gerald had some good advice. Get out and hug a tree. Have a wander around. Get out of the house. Absolutely. Yeah. And I just noticed Nancy's had to go, so you take care.
Oh, Nancy. Bye, Nancy.
There we go. Robin says, I feel like my decks are my friends, and at the moment just feel friendless.
Aww.
I'll take your suggestion under advisement. Maybe I need to phone my sister, haven't you? Perhaps that's it. Perhaps that's what's niggling away in the back of your mind, and just
do it.
Overtaking it all. Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Ren says older than Athena and Etruscan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Kristen's offered to do a Zoom chat with Robin tomorrow. That's kind. Thank you.
And you're not friendless, Robin. Exactly.
Yeah.
Robin, don't make me go to New York and slap you upside the head with my tiny hands.
Okay, where are we? We just
totally do it.
I'm just going to move Nancy out because she's gone. So Linda. Linda would like a general reading, please.
Linda, I'm so glad.
I'm going to switch my deck up, actually. I feel a need for this one.
Oh, and Donna said, nice. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Will be very busy. I moved in November, but not permanently. So we'll be moving again in May. Not relishing moving on, but it's to an area with more space. Oh, that's nice.
Use the space.
More space, yeah. And Linda is here. All right. Aw, I'm going to go if that's okay.
Go for it, yes.
Linda, I have the Queen of Cups. I am a fan of the Queen of Cups. And one of the things that always comes up for me about the Queen of Cups, or actually the King and the Queen, because they are both about mastery of their suit. So you have mastered your emotions, and that doesn't mean that you totally control them. It means you understand them and you honor them. And the Queen of Cups, for me, it suggests it's okay to show your emotions, because that's how people get to know you. And the other card that I have, Linda, is the Four of Wands. So to have the Queen of Cups being emotional and the Four of Wands, the Four of Wands is a card of solidity. You know, things are solid. This is a foundation. You're creating that. You're creating that container for your creativity, and I think that's really beautiful. It's a celebratory card.
Nice.
So there you go, Linda.
I've got for you two beautiful cards. The colours in these are stunning. I've got the Temperance again for you.
Ooh, that's pretty.
It is lovely, isn't it? Look at that. I love the perspective of this card. So, again, we have a sense of balance here. And also, I've got the Ace of Swords, which is the best Ace of Swords cards I've ever seen. Look at the colours in that one.
Ooh.
But I'm going to draw your attention to a very obvious fact that I hope you probably haven't noticed. Both of these cards are talking about single feathers.
Ooh, okay.
So, Linda, quite a lot of people work with feathers. Quite a lot of people think that single feathers showing up is a sign from a spirit guide or something like that. So I'm just going to go, rather than just interpret these two cards as the Ace of Swords and the Temperance, I think you need to really be looking for feathers and thinking about angels and thinking about spirit guides and trying to connect with them, because it's those two feathers, it's just shouting out at me there. I'm not going to try and interpret it any other way. Look for them, look for signs, look for feathers, look for whatever it is, pick them up, use them if you want to, but connect with your guides and listen to your guides and look for signs from your guides.
And that is a very Queen of Cups sort of approach.
Mm-hmm.
I need to not think about it and just go about your day and just be open to have that feather show up whenever it shows up.
Yeah.
And then when it does, I'll appreciate it and remember what it is you were thinking about at the time, because that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the blessing. That's where your guides want to help and to support you.
And look what Linda's just said. OMG, I just got gifted 2 budgies from Spirit. Holy crap.
We cannot make this stuff up.
Let's have a fan moment, everyone. There
Queen, please. That's incredible.
Incredible. Enjoy them. Well, 2 budgies. So you're going to have to name them now, aren't you? You're going to have to think up 2 names.
I mean, Gerald and Richie are okay, but there are other names, because I don't know if you want Gerald and Richie making all that much noise in your house. No, please don't name them after us.
Oh, I don't know. I quite like to be named after a budgie.
I just want one with a mustache, mustache and a beard. That would be funny.
Lots of people giving Robin lots of love and support there, which is great. And are you in Woodstock, Beth? That's where I used to live. And people talking about Woodstock, yeah. Regina is suggesting Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. And Linda says, I am dead serious. Lady was in front of PetSmart and couldn't give them away. And I couldn't walk away.
And she said they're girls. So you could call one Tarot Sachet. Sachet. I don't know.
Even more reason to call them Gerald and Richie.
So long as it makes you happy.
Absolutely. I'm so pleased to hear that. So that's fantastic news. I'm so glad that turned up there. Oh dear. Lovely. Right. That was Linda done. Good luck with the budgies. Lynn is next. Would love a read. I hope you're still here, Lynn.
Lynn,
sure you are.
You're still here? Geraldine and Rachel.
No, what Geraldine and what were the 2 names they called him? Some Like It Hot. It was Josephine, and he goes, and Geraldine, and he gets it wrong, and he calls himself Daphne, doesn't he?
Something like that. Yeah, it's been a while. I have seen that movie, but it's been a while.
I love that film.
It's hilarious. It's almost as good as the Carry On films.
Almost as good. Oh, I'd say it's equal. Yeah. It's got a lot of kind of humor in it like that as well. So that's great. Okay, Lynn. Reading.
Lynn, you got things going on. We got the Emperor. This is a card about making sure you understand what your kingdom looks like. It's understanding the boundaries and all of the things that you need. This is what we're going to do. The Emperor has clear focus. So if you have clear focus, good for you. Keep doing it. If you're struggling with that clear focus, spend some time to get it, because and then I have the Knight of Pentacles, which is a reminder of slow and steady wins the race. Make sure that each step you're thinking about and you're continuing to move. And because it's Lynn, I pulled a third card, and it's the King of Swords. Wow. These are all very specific people cards. So this may be the opportunity for you to, this is my kingdom. This is where we're going to go, and I am going to protect this and defend this. Make sure everybody is working together.
I like that one. I've pulled you a couple of cards. But I'm going to go with this one first. My my oracle card. You got courage. Courage in the face of conflict. So if there is this conflict going on, and it could be internal conflict, of course, you've got a lot of court cards there. And just to add to the pile, I've got the Queen of Wands for you as well. So there we go.
Wow.
But what I'm also pulled for you is the Sun card as well.
Ooh.
And I'm just going to draw your attention to the fact we've got sunflowers. We've got a very warm, very orange and yellow Queen of Wands, and that beautiful cat looking up at you there. So with all this conflict, with all this thing that's going on that Gerald was talking about, I think it's all going to be okay, as long as you kind of, I would say, look to the sun, look to the brightness in the situation, and channel your Queen of Wands moment. So channeling Queen of Wands is being supportive, but not being subservient to the King of Wands. So therefore, somebody who is quite vivacious, but also knows when to be in the public face of things, when to put in the right appearance, and when to take a step back and let other people take the limelight in many ways on that one.
So, okay, so do you have any water? I mean, that picture is water, the first card that you pulled?
That's the sun. Yes, so it is the horse running along by the sea, and there's a sandcastle.
Okay. And I just want to point out, because we have earth, we have air, you have fire and water. Lynn, this is good for you. Sounds like you've got everything that you need. That feels balanced.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Lynn, I hope you get that.
But don't forget courage, because all changes that come along take a little bit of courage. There you go, Lynn.
It's incredible. Oh, sip.
He did.
And I have you two. I have Richie and Ben to blame for the fact that I like the Carry On films.
Oh, behave, no. Ben wants a pair of Richie and Gerald Budges. And Linda says, done deal. They've never had names before. There you go. I kind of want to see a picture now, don't you?
I totally want to see a picture too. That is hilarious. I of course I have that the Monty Python skit.
Yeah.
You know.
Some Like It Hot. Marilyn Monroe was hilarious. Absolutely way underrated for a comedic actress. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Lovely. And Calla Lizzie says Some Like It Hot is pretty much a perfect film. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Plucky Heron says, I named my cats Mildred and Gladys after my grandma, and it's just loving that.
Oh, nice.
And I've been calling them Tweety and Chirp the peeps. Not very adventurous, and I like Gerald and Richard better, honestly.
Oh, Linda, you
never thought this was happening when you came on Alive. You know?
So they're going to be hilarious. They're going to be charming. They're going to be good to lift your spirits.
Think of us when you look at them. Yeah, we demand photos.
Yes. Love that.
Oh, lots of lovely comments here. Yeah, courage is my word of the year, and sun is my birth card. This is awesome. Thank you so much. You're very, very welcome. Yeah. And Carla says, I'm pining for the fjords, Gerald.
Yep.
Just reading the chat. Okay, what are we doing for time? We're doing fine for time. So Lynn's been done. And we've got 3 people left. We've got Orshi next, Kathy, and then Kristen. And I hope I haven't missed anyone else off.
Have you seen have you heard the music for the Pet Shop Boys musical, Closer to Heaven?
No.
There's one of the characters talks about the fjords.
Oh.
It just makes me smile.
Right, Orshi, I'm going to go back to my Mythic Tarot. Here we go.
Orshi would love a reading regarding love. Okay.
Regarding love.
Vanessa said you missed me for the reading.
Vanessa, I'm so sorry. I'll pop you in now. Sorry about that one.
Oh, gosh. Vanessa, we're not usually like this. Or I am.
I do apologize. I'm so sorry.
We will get you. We will not go anywhere.
And Ben says he bought a Pet Shop Boys out. Ben is expanding his music collection because when I spoke to him earlier, he was listening to the new Miley Cyrus.
Wow. Okay. I don't think I've ever heard a Miley Cyrus song. Judge me. It's okay. Come for me, YouTube. I've got Miley Cyrus coming on my channel. We're going to do readings today.
And Gerald and Richie, they're very damn sweet. They flutter and sing and argue with each other. They really do create joy. There you go. That sums us up.
All right. Orshi. Is Orshi still here or is she falling asleep?
I think she's still. It would do it anyway. She can always catch up. Watch it. That can't she?
About love. Orchi, you've been hiding long enough. It's time to get out from the shadows, shine your light. This is the Hermit. The card actually says it's time to actually stop looking down and start looking out. We have the Knight of Swords, so you're going to have to take some action in order for this to happen. So you just can't, people are not just going to show up and knock on your door. Well, they might, but it's highly unlikely. And then we have the Seven of Wands. I think this is one of the things that when you see this is, well, I like to think you'll be beating them off with a stick, right? Because there'll be so many. Don't get caught too quickly up in the drama of it all and the quick passion. Slow down a little bit and allow things to come to a slow burn is still a burn. So
lovely. I got the Temperance card again. That's about the 4th time I've had it today. Yeah. So there we go. Now, I remember I've talked on this channel with Orshi about the Temperance card. She's got some great insight into that one. I've got the Knight of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. So there's a real sense here, a bit like the Hermit card of walking away from a situation, particularly the slow burning Knight of Pentacles energy. Yeah. It's the person that's just there plodding away, working away in the background, almost sort of so slow that you don't see them happening. That's the thing that's going on there. So I think it's time to perhaps have a little think about the energies that are flowing out of this one. It's time to perhaps start to move on. It's time to start to get the energy rising, because you've got cards suggesting Hermit and kind of steadfast and being a bit stable and being in one place at once. I think it's time to now move on. I've also pulled you a card which really ties in nicely with the Temperance card, and it's letting go, emotional release, because this is about water and the energy of water, and that you can. Water comes in all different formats, as we know. It can come as a cleansing wash, or it can batter you with a massive wave. And so it's a time to just let that water, let the energy of it wash it away. You go with the tide, you go with the waves, and eventually you just go, right, that's it. We've moved on. You've arrived at a new place.
Yeah.
You've had that time to heal. You've had that time to cleanse. So that ties in with that Temperance card there. So there's some, I think there's a lot of parallels there with that, your ones there, Gerald.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you.
So, and I'm just reminded of something that I saw recently where, this is, make sure you are, make sure that you are doing your own work and you show up and that you are authentically you, because you don't want to find somebody who matches your damage.
Oh, that's good advice.
You want somebody who lifts you up and supports who you are.
Yeah.
So. Oh, hi, Lori Tries Life.
Hi, Lori. Good to see you here. And I just noticed someone was talking about Liam Hemsworth, so my ears automatically pricked up there. Hello to you, Lori. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Right. Okay. I'm not sure if Orshi's still here. I'm sure she'll watch that on playback. Yeah. Kathy, you are next. General reading for Kathy. My goodness, these cards are a bit sticky. They've been these university ones from about 25 years ago. They need a bit of a cleanse, I think.
Kathy.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to go? You go, Gerald.
I was just, the Knight of Cups. This is the card, Kathy. When I see this, it tells me to express how you feel to people. And I love it. I love it when I've seen those things on social media where they're like going, tell your friends you love them so much that it's awkward. Tell the people you care about that you care about them and why. I think that's an important thing to consider, because this is the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is it's the card about balance. And I think sometimes we have to balance not just what we're saying, but how we're saying things to ourselves. If I'm beating myself up, I have to balance that. I have to counteract it, because it just feels very Kathy, it just feels very, it's going to help your body feel good. Take care of yourself. And then I love this card. This is one of my favorite 9.
Oh, I love this one.
I mean, because then you can be all that. You can know your own power. You can know that you have the resources available to you. You can bask in the glory of that is you.
Yeah.
So
I have a kind of similar thing going on. Now, this is, I've got the 5 and the 6 of Pentacles here.
Oh, lots
now,
of Pentacles.
This is really interesting, because what this deck does, unlike a lot of decks, it tells a story as it goes through it. And here we've got the story of Daedalus, who designed lots of things, including the Minotaur's labyrinth here. So it's almost like somebody is coming to you, and I'm going to say that you're not the person that is the poor off person, but somebody is coming to you, and you are in the position of being able to support, to help, or actually what the next card was is to give judgment on someone. Okay. So I have a feeling that somebody or some situation will be turning up, perhaps from the past, that you may not be expecting, and asking for forgiveness or for advice. And it may be coming from somewhere that you wouldn't expect it to be coming from. So I think it's time for you to kind of put your head on, think about things in a straight manner, and get the emotions out of the way. The reason I'm saying that is I've also pulled you a oracle card, and I got the card of forgiveness. So it's tying up together. It's, be compassionate, be kind. And Kathy, I'm sure you're kind. I know you're a kind person, but it's saying that when it comes to this person coming, asking, put away any thoughts you've had in the past, any bad feelings, any dodginess that's happened there, and just be kind and listen to their story again.
Yeah. Wow. That's good.
Thank you. Just read in the chat. Lots of love for Miley Cyrus. I love those cards you've got there.
I do too. They're nice cards.
They're nice. Yeah. And Jackie says, you guys are still live in response to your question, Gerald. I do my best at the parenting. The good kids were back from the class, so watching lots of Super Nanny growing up. They are well trained. It's lovely to see you back here, Jackie.
It's beautiful.
And Calla says, I always forget how much I enjoy the Mythic Tarot deck. It's beautiful. And I'll be interested if you have the modern. Have you got the Mythic Tarot, Gerald?
No.
The version of it.
I don't.
I don't know if I like the modern retake on it. I kind of like the thing on it there. Kathy says, that's fabulous. Thank you. It's my birthday next week. Well, happy birthday in advance. I don't usually celebrate, but my lovely family and friends have had other ideas. A friend from the past has reached out.
There you go. Enjoy that.
Enjoy it. Happy birthday. We're on it today, Gerald, aren't we?
We are.
I don't know very much about her, Beth. I simply know that she let a Hemsworth go. So, crack jokes.
And
just
Ren loves the Mythic.
A lot of love for the Mythic. You've got the old version of the Mythic. I like it. Yeah, I don't have the new one.
I don't.
And I don't, Beth, but it looks pretty fascinating. Right, Kristen, you are up next, and then Vanessa. Last but not least. So, Kristen, general for the warmer months. I like the way you said that.
Well, and I was just thinking, it's like we're really getting hot, man.
Do we need to get our fans? It will be quite soon to turn the heating off in here.
I'm looking forward to turning the heat off. So
yeah.
Oh, Ren wants to know, is that a labradorite ring?
Yes, it is.
Oh, look at that.
Matches my eyes. It's deep.
Dark and swelling. Swirling. All right.
Slightly watery.
Yeah, it is a dreary day today, Kristen.
Dreary day.
All right, for the warmer months, Kristen, this is what you've been doing through the colder months. Four of Swords. You've been holding up, resting, trying to get out, but at the same time, all of these thoughts are hanging over your head. So, what's necessary is, I would suggest you appreciating and enjoying the family that you have, your chosen family and your biological. And it feels very much like, perhaps there's an opportunity for you to strengthen things, be the rainbow. I know you have a lot of things going on. So I think this is an opportunity. This is a very nice foundation for the Justice card.
Nice.
And so I think Justice recommends, especially, for the warmer months, it's not quite warm enough. Be careful. Don't overthink things. Don't worry about things that haven't happened. Enjoy what you have and then allow yourself to make those informed decisions. So, chosen family.
We have the Hermit.
Ooh.
And then the Fool.
Ooh.
Right. So that's the order they came out, Kristen. So the Hermit is getting out. Look how dark that card is. You talked about the warm months there. Look how that person is making their way up the staircase out into the bright light, just like you were saying. And look what happens when you get out into the bright light. You get that chance to explore. And that's what you need to take for it. The Hermit is about, as Gerald said, being in your headspace quite a bit. And that was what was suggested there. Now it's time to actually go out, free your mind, let yourself run wild, go back to that full state of being that naive person, enjoying the light, enjoying the world, enjoying the new spring and the new sunlight and the heat. Enjoy it like it's the first time it's ever happened to you, because we've all had a very dark and cold winter. Now it's time to go and enjoy the other half of the year.
And I would even suggest that, thinking about knowing what you've been through. I don't know everything you've been through, but pay attention to what your tells are so that you can make a wise decision to go, you know what? I need to slow down a little bit. I need my alone time.
Yes.
I need time with people. And maybe you need to drink more water.
Yeah.
That's great.
Beth, this one here is the Tarot of Oneness. It was a Kickstarter deck. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm going to say something quite controversial, so block your ears, people. I prefer this deck more than the Lightseers.
Richie!
I know. Now, I do love the Lightseers, but there's not an image in this deck that I don't love. So there you go.
I'm glad you owned that.
Yeah, I like the Lightseers. I've always said I like the Lightseers, but I never quite get it. I have to be honest with you. I understand why it's lovely. I understand why a lot of people like it. But there's cards in there. I spoke to you the other day about this. There's cards in there that I really have a bit of a problem with.
Yeah.
So this one is one that I saw it on Kickstarter and I thought, yeah, that's my Lightseers, and I love it.
And I don't have the lights. I mean, I have the Lightseers, but I don't have the Tarot of Oneness.
Yeah,
it's mass market now, right?
I think so. Yeah, if it isn't, it will be. And it is. The card stock is wonderful. It's very much card stock like Lightseers. Carol says, "I just bought the Lightseers. You'll love it. I love it. Absolutely love it." What was interesting, I had when I first got a copy of it, I didn't like it, and then I was just gifted a second copy, and I love that one much more than the first one. It's really weird.
Okay. Weird. and Beth.
Oh, Beth. Look at it.
3 times.
Admitting here, everyone. Okay. I'm going to say something about I have rehomed Lightseers 3 times. Gasp. Fan. Well, do you know what? I love the fact that, again, you own that, and I love the fact that you kept trying. And there comes a point where it goes, no. And there might come a point when the Lightseers will come back and will work and whatever. And I love that. Thank you for sharing that one.
Yeah.
And look at that. Respect, people.
And I see Jane the Seeker said, not my cup of tea either. And Jane the Seeker's on my channel on Monday. We're doing Archangels Part 2, Archangel Michael.
Fantastic. Look, people are coming out the woodwork now about the light. I thought it was only me in the whole of the tarot community.
No, and no. I didn't get it. I didn't get it until the Hay House had figured all of the stuff out and it was on sale.
Yeah.
So
I tend to be a bit of a rebel. There you go. Great to see everyone here. Oh, I finally broke down and bought it, and it's pretty. I don't know how it's going to go over the long haul. Ben says, it's on my declutter pile. I feel I can share it too. Oh, there you go. Well, I've got 2 copies of it sitting about there. Actually, sitting about there. You can actually see the face there. So if anyone wants a spare copy, let me know. I might be selling it when I do my auction for the charities. So, which is
there you
coming up
go.
quite soon. I'm getting into that. The colours are beautiful, but I just knew we'll be able to use it. Absolutely. Yeah. Did you say the Tarot Oneness is going mass market? Gerald did. I'm not sure. I think it must be. Have a look at it. Look it up, and it's probably on Etsy, I would imagine.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, who's our last read? Do we have
the last one? Is
Vanessa,
who we missed off? Well, I missed off, I should say.
Vanessa, are you still here?
Vanessa is here. We have to pull all the stops out for Vanessa because I felt
well, I was thinking
she
that
came along and then I missed her off. So there you go.
We've gone berserk. So
it was the budgies that did it.
Yes, well, that, and now it's just me. And yep, Vanessa is here. Yay!
Just a general reading for Vanessa. That's fine, Donna. Don't worry. I'm still waiting. Yeah, I think it's all still indie as far as I know. If you do get a chance to get it, purchase responsibly. I would recommend it.
Vanessa.
Hello, Tara, your way. Welcome.
Ooh, hey. Okay, Vanessa, have you been overthinking things true and not allowing your brain to stop working? Because this is the first card that I got for you. Now, that being said, this is the next card. It's the Sun. So that time by yourself and overthinking is it's now time to allow the sun to break through the cracks and to show enlightenment, because you can see clearly about the things that you need to remove from what you've been thinking about. This is the Devil card. I find this interesting because I have the sun, and then I have death. So when you can see clearly, you're able to know what to do. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which is a card about, it's the Four of Cups. You have to be careful is that you don't get caught up in the missing the things that are being offered to you. And it feels to me very much like the universe is saying some things, going, I can give you a little bit of help. So look to see what's being offered. And now I'm going to stop talking and let you talk, Richie.
Okay. I'm really interested by these. You how many majors did you have there? 2.
I have 2 majors. Yes.
Well, I've got 2 majors as well. I'm going to go back to this card that I pulled just now for somebody. I can't remember who. The Courage card. And the reason I think this is really key is I pulled this card, which is Hierophant. This was the last card I pulled there. The cards that came before it was the Chariot. I look at this Chariot card. I love it. Absolutely love it. We got the Chariot card and the Ten of Wands.
Mm-hmm.
And with those together, it almost feels like you're trying to move on, but the weight of the Ten of Wands is like an anchor. It's pulling you back, and it's however much you're trying to, I'm going to use the word escape, and please take that in whatever context you need to, but to move on, the weight is pulling you back. And I feel that the weight that's holding you back is the Hierophant. That's the power, the energy that's coming out of it. Now, I'm not suggesting for one moment that that's anything to do possibly with religion, as the Hierophant often means, but I think it's more to do with something that's happened in the past, something that's been like a tutor or teacher or lesson that you've learned, that it's still ingrained in you and isn't allowing you to make the progress right now that you feel like you should be making. And I hope that makes sense. So it's lovely that you've got a Sun card in there, and it's also lovely that you got the Death card as well, because that would suggest is that once this business is dealt with, or you just keep pulling on that chariot and driving forward.
Yeah.
Eventually the rope will snap, you will be free, and you'll have the sun, and that death card will have put to sleep anything that's happened there before. But it's going to take courage to do so.
And I noticed on either side of mine, the first and the last card are 4s. So we have thought, word, and deed, and then we have your emotions. All of the things in between, which is the sun and death, are, it's around your thought, word, and your deed and your emotions. Fours are solids. It's the first, it's a real foundation type of thing. But don't do them in isolation.
Yeah.
So you had the chariot, and what was your other major?
I had the chariot, the 10 of wands. I'm just going to put them in the order that they came, like that. And then this felt like the weight that was being dragged in.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So that's why I'm thinking it's something that's been learned or indoctrinated, or something from the past that's still nagging away, as these things always do, isn't it? Things that perhaps happen in childhood.
Yeah.
I hope that makes sense there. So, Vanessa, thank you for letting us read for you there.
I'm going to surprise Vanessa, and I'm going to pull a Radical Abundance card.
Oh, love to. Go for it.
I'm going to do this for you, Vanessa, because
I'm going to get my fan ready.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, we have 2 jumpers.
We've got jumpers, everyone.
We have 2 jumpers. We have fantasy. And we have experience. Ooh. So what this tells me is, fantasy is cool. And I love, it looks, ice cream, just like, yeah. But also experience. The experience that you bring to things really adds power to it. So, and Vanessa said, thank you very much. My first reading ever.
Oh, well, congratulations. And it was a pleasure to do your first reading.
Yeah. Oh, and I was wrong. There's a third card, friendship. See your friends. New friends. Wow. Okay.
Vanessa's sharing very kindly. I got teary-eyed. It also lifted weight off my shoulder. Spot on. It makes so much sense. I appreciate you both so much. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. Everyone's giving lots of love to you that way. Yay, Vanessa. Yay. Yeah. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. I think that we got through all our readings, but that was really nice to do those.
Thank you.
People are talking about 5 decks will be keeping you busy when you drop. Oh, I see. You've been buying decks. Okay. And yeah, people have been talking about the Tarot Oneness. Apparently it is on Etsy, but sold out. I'm sure it'll be back in, though, very, very soon. Gerald. Oh, it's been so nice. I can't believe the time's gone so quickly.
It's been great. That's a good show.
We'll have to do it again, won't we?
We should. And, we should probably, I don't know, talk about the Kira Marchetti decks.
Well, yes. Could it be controversial? I don't know. I think I could be controversial.
I will be controversial.
That's what we're here to see. Controversialness.
You're welcome, Vanessa.
Thank you for the new friendship that I'm about to make. I felt alone and needed to be around like-minded people. You're so welcome here. Thank you so much. What have you got coming up, Mr. Stash?
Well, on Monday, as I mentioned earlier, Jane the Seeker is on, and we're doing a Laugh and Learn. It's the Archangels Part 2, and we're talking about the Archangel Michael.
Oh, I'm going to definitely watch that one.
So pay attention to that. And then on Wednesday, I have Jamie, Wandering Mountain Bardic Path, and Betsy, Medium Betsy Palmer on. Then I think it's just, and then on Monday night, I'm on somebody's channel. So I would just suggest that everybody like and subscribe. Check the community tab, because as I'm putting things in there. So what's going on?
Very busy.
And do you want to know something really fun?
Do tell, yes.
Don't let anybody know, but I've got a whole bunch of cool shows coming up on in April, and one of them Ben is going to be on, and the person that we talked about Ben coming on will come on.
You heard it here first.
Yes, because going to be really controversial. We're going to, I mean, Purple Elephant Deb H and I are going to do Tarot the Stashaway. We're talking about ethics again.
Quite the conversation. Why have we gone all dangerous liaisons all of a sudden? That's the one I was talking about.
Oh my gosh, I just had a flashback. Which are you? Are you French or Saunders?
Oh, I'd be definitely Dawn French.
Okay, and I'd be Jennifer Saunders. It's like, oh my
gosh. Thank you. Oh, well, I should say that I am on Kelly's channel, Dozen Cats, tomorrow.
Yes,
and I'm hoping, because I still can't get my head around this time difference. I think it's 6 o'clock UK time. Then I hope I'm correct with that. We've had a conversation about this already. I think that's the case.
Because that would be 2 p.m. Eastern, yes.
Is that what time Kelly normally does on a Saturday? I think it is, isn't it?
Well, you know what? I'm going to go check this and make sure that everyone knows for sure.
Yes.
Because I just want that to happen. Okay. 2 p.m. It's Cards and Chat with the UK team, tarot readings and oracle readings.
I'm a UK team. Fantastic.
That's awesome.
So that is at 6 o'clock UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
Yeah, Ben's put it up there. Thank you. You know what I'm like. I didn't even know I was on the live till a few days ago. If I'm brutally honest, I've completely forgotten about it. But I'm very much looking forward to spending time with Kelly and Ben. At least that's the time he's turning up. I'm going to come too, so we'll be on.
Well, are you going to show up a little earlier?
What, like 2 minutes before?
Yes, I always love that when that happens.
Well, it depends, because I might be cooking something from Nigella.
That's true. And, I'm continuing. I may be learning and reciting poetry and getting lost in some of the oracle images in this deck, in this book. So, but, who knows?
And there's lots of lovely comments now about AbFab.
Oh, yeah.
You're with Safi, sweetie. Get mummy some coffee, sweetie, darling. Yeah. I used to be able to do fantastic impressions of the whole of the cast of that.
Well, and I loved French and Saunders when before AbFab. And have you ever seen the original French and Saunders skit?
Yes.
For AbFab, it's brilliant.
Yeah, it is fantastic.
Brilliant.
Carla says Richie and Ben are our special correspondents for the coronation in May. Fans will be liberally used. We have to do a coronation special.
Ooh. Can I wear a crown?
You can wear a crown or a tiara. It's entirely up to you.
Okay. Well, I don't want my crown to be bigger than anybody else's.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And I'm taking a lot from this chat today. We've had a lot of laughs. We've learned about cookery. And I'm leaving with the fact that there's now 2 budgies named Richie and Gerald.
I love that. And we're going to see photos.
I thank you all and good night.